Listen, this
you
next
got
topic,
it.
right? This next topic: are men struggling with leadership, or are women becoming less receptive to authority? What's your thoughts?
I think it's both.
I think men
It's
are struggling with leadership.
both.
Both. But like
Both.
the other side.
Real quick, let's get the good question out the way real quick.
Maybe
The
both.
answer.
Let me
I say
think.
both real
Yeah.
quick because hood view 101, y'all. Keep that in mind, okay? So I say both because men in this generation we at right now, men is high key with the feminine side. And when I mean by the feminine side, I mean it could be as such thing as the conversations, your attitude, how you handle things. And then it's hard for a female to give you that masculine man eyesight or authority or make you feel like you're the man to rule whatever you're trying to rule because you're so bitch made.
Mm.
So
Mhm.
either you're gonna be that masculine man and be that red, you have my front, I got your back, or you're gonna be a sideline little bitch. You can't play both. And far as for females, we as females needs to stay in our lane. But again, if you got females that's running the show, and that's the alpha, and again their man is weepy, what you want the females to do? They ain't gonna sink. Either you gonna swim or you gonna fall. I'ma swim.
Interesting. What was your thoughts?
Thank you
I
for
feel
that.
like it's a little bit of both sides.
Mhm.
I feel like men do struggle with leading and authority because of the parent figure household, how they grew up. I'm gonna just point that
Big
out because
fact.
it starts from very young.
Mm.
In terms of women, the same thing. They could be very loose-minded, loose with themselves. So because of that, they expect a man to sit there and lead them, but they're not leadable. There's nothing to structure.
Keep in mind,
Yeah.
hurt people
So
hurt people.
it's pretty that basic. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Ashley.
What's your thoughts?
Oh, I said both. I feel like I don't want to sound too deep, y'all. Probably.
Nice.
I feel like wait, say the question one more time. So I want to make sure I
Are
answer
men
this
struggling
correctly.
with leadership, or are women just less receptive to authority?
Okay,
feel
so I want to say women can be less receptive because the way that the man carries himself. Like I said earlier, I don't feel like masculinity is aggressiveness, and because a lot of men kind of don't really know what masculine is, or like I feel like being masculine is being a provider, being able to like lead, um not being emotional, because men are supposed to be more logical. Biologically, that's how you guys are. You are more logical than anything, but for the most part, most men are very fucking emotional nowadays, like more emotional than the women. And then kind of like to steam off what she said, it does kind of go off their childhood and their environment, and especially like in the black community where women had to kind of like for a very long time be shaped to be like masculine because there was no men in the household. So for instance, just kind of like she's used to kind of like being in her masculine energy because she got to be the dad, she got to be the mom, and always masculine energy is always going to overpower the feminine energy. So it's just kind of like she doesn't really know how to switch that off because it's not really her nature anyway in the beginning. And then like I said, I just feel like the men just don't. They just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Really don't know what the fuck is going on. Like they want to be sassy pants. Oh, I want to be. You gotta pay for a date. You need to do this. You need to do that.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, that's taking away your manhood. A woman is never gonna look at you as the man, or even want to like. Why am I gonna take your advice or follow if you can't even sit here and do something simple as just paying for a little date? Even if you're gonna complain about it, don't complain to me about it. Go to your men and talk. You know what I'm saying? I feel like just go to your homies and say something. Don't talk to me about that.
I ain't taking her ass nowhere else.
Yo, Ace, what's your thoughts on this? I gotta get Ace more active in the conversation.
yeah,
Right.
On and
please.
shit.
He's
Like,
sweet.
I would probably have to say I'm leaning towards both, but then I'm leaning towards like women not being receptive to authority because I see a lot of situations where men will be trying to lead women, and because they're so combative in this generation, like it's hard to lead these people. So it's like, all right, I can only bring you to the water. I can't make you drink it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in a situation that would be like, yeah, example is like, damn, I had that example when she was talking about. I forgot it real quick. But damn, nah, come back to me. Come back to me.
But I do have a question to piggyback off. So give me some examples of what men are doing that's basically saying like, hey, yeah, I'm trying to lead you. Like, give me some examples.
Oh, matter of fact, this is an example I had. We had a show the other day, and we asked should your man have a say in what you wear outside, right?
No.
There we go. There we go.
Have a
So
say with what you wear outside.
yeah,
An opinion, not a
Abso-
say.
An
Uh,
opinion.
An
no,
opinion, not
Not
giving
proving his
like not
point.
controlling. No, but
We can get
yes,
to that.
yes, yes,
We can get to
yes,
that.
yes. I agree with a man should have a say on their female clothing
mm-hmm,
to a certain extent.
mm-hmm.
If
When
you
they
met me
not
like
with,
this,
if you're not with your man, I feel like you should not be so much revealing.
I agree
You
with
know,
that.
you should be less revealing if you're not with your man.
I have an
But when you're with
opinion.
your man,
Mhm.
you sexy. Wear what you want to wear,
Mhm.
but that's for your man to know that he insecure in his spot,
Mhm.
that you're his lady.
I agree
Mm.
And
with
when
that.
y'all go out together, you know your shorty look good, so
I
you
don't
gonna have
fall for
line.
that That's manipulation.
It's not because
It
if my man
You can't
go
say
out,
you want a man to lead, and then when he's trying to lead you, you're
Mhm.
trying to manipulate him into feeling insecure. Like,
So
no,
I
no,
would,
no.
so
I
if
never
my
said
man,
manipulate.
if my,
I
so
never
I
said
agree.
that.
If my
y'all
man,
trying to manipulate.
no,
Oh,
so
he's
if my man
insecure.
did have a
Nah.
problem with something I had on, like, I ain't really feeling it. It's too much. I'm like, all right, I might like it, but I'll take it off. I'm not gonna argue back and forth with it.
Crazy.
You
Or
think
whatever
a
the case may
Muslim
be.
man would tell a Muslim woman that she can't wear that? Or
I don't
whatever
know.
the
I'm not
case is.
Muslim.
But that's what I'm saying. In certain cultures, they wouldn't even question that. If that man says you cannot wear that, that's his authority. Like, you get what I'm saying? I think only in our community do we have women who
No.
who aren't raised or didn't see that father figure or know what a leader man looks like, that they don't know when a man is trying to lead, because now they associate his leadership with him being controlling. We hear that word a lot too. You're just trying to control me. A certain aspect of leadership is a form of control. Yes.
But
you know what
at
I'm
the
saying?
same time, I want to just say this, right? Because I keep hearing you say it like a lot of times, black women or whatever. the case may
In
be.
our community, see, these conversations, we have to get rid of ourselves, because a lot of times you keep saying not me, not me. Again, when y'all
Wait, I
bash,
want to give you an
hold on,
example.
when y'all bash men, we just listen. We don't say, well, not me, not me. So again, we have to look at these conversations from a whole and not just from a, well, I don't do that.
Great
But when
point.
I say women in our culture, yes, that is a thing because of the lack of the father not being there or whatever the case, for men as well. Like, that's why y'all just pointed that out. We struggle with that because we didn't have a father. Vice versa. When a woman doesn't have a father figure in her life, she doesn't know how to accept authority from a man, because her whole life has been raised to, you don't need a man, men ain't shit, this, that, and the third. So of course, like, you're not going to accept that black man as being a leader, and which is why y'all might date a white man who don't got no masculinity, because y'all look at white men as a certain
So
level
I
of
actually
respect.
grew up
Like,
on your side where I had no father in my life, so I was in a relationship where I was not leadable. So I was able to learn from that and be better for somebody else. But I want to say from that experience, I was not leadable because I thought he was controlling me. I thought he was trying to control my life. I didn't see what I was doing as a bad
But when
thing.
I just brought up that example, you said man can't tell you what to wear, right?
That's a different story. And I have an opinion on that.
Why is that a different story?
But okay, so I dance.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're a dancer, right? A lot of people, they shit where they eat. I don't. But say if you date a stripper, right? This is how you met her.
Exactly. I was just
So
saying
if you see somebody like this, and if this is who they are, and if you accept it, you shouldn't have an opinion on it. And
So
you
because I met you, so because I met you at McDonald's, you gonna wear a uniform outside?
That's not the same thing.
Hold on.
Your body,
Yo,
your body and your
right now.
occupation.
So if you met me as a nigga that used to fuck all these bitches,
No,
am I
that's
supposed
not
to?
the same thing.
It is.
though.
You
It's
met me that
not.
way.
No, what she's saying as far as your clothes, right?
No,
as far as your
change. When
it's
you're
not
and
the
women are
same
different.
thing.
Like,
It's not the
I'm
same
not saying
thing.
it's like a complete no, because if I'm gonna be 100% honest with myself, if I'm in a relationship, if I want to go outside, like say covering my nipples and wearing booty shorts, if he says no, I'm not wearing that outside. However, that's a me thing. That shows a lot about me. If that's who he chooses to date, it shows a lot about him. So I feel like if he says no, there's an opinion on it, but not a say. Like,
I don't
you know what I
agree
mean?
with dating a stripper in the first place, but if I did meet you in a strip club and you, I'm not dating nobody taking off their clothes, so man, what the fuck? Like,
But a lot of women don't have to take off their clothes to be a stripper. You know that, right?
And being a
wait, what?
Yeah, you ain't a
Wait, what? So wait.
It's about experiencing what you know.
It
so
is. It's
it's
like
about
being a fantasy.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
like
but
So what do you
as a-
do? What do you do if you're not taking off your clothes as
so
a
in
stripper?
a lot of like gentlemen's clubs, you're not allowed to be nude, not allowed to be topless, and they're not allowed to touch you. There's people like me who are actually talented, so I teach in a studio. I teach pole dancing, so it's about calisthenics and art rather than my body. So yes, I do have to be half naked to appease my my jobs, what they're asking me to wear.
Right.
But that's not who I am.
Right.
I hear you,
It's
but
like the art of seduction. You
Niggas, I
can
hear you, but I'm
kinda
good.
Mm.
you
Like,
can get money out of him or whatever, kind of seduce him and stuff without actually having to like show your
It's about the
body.
fantasy.
Right. That's exactly.
And-
like
and
said.
I'm not-
I hear what you're saying. That's cool.
Y'all ain't
And
never
even though you're good, that's
experienced
still
that?
your opinion.
A
Yeah,
It's
woman
still
hasn't like
validated.
mentally like mind fucked you without fucking you.
Say that one more time.
mind
That's
fuck me. Like, I
Mind
don't go
fuck
to
me,
strip
not fuck
clubs
me?
or,
No,
like,
I'm not saying in a strip club. Like a
Well, like,
woman
tease
has
you?
just period. Like she hasn't like a woman hasn't satisfied you like sexually without actually having sex with you.
No, but anyway,
Like,
Well, I was saying that just because I met you in the strip club and you take your clothes off in the strip club, when you go outside, what does that have to do with you still having your clothes off?
I don't get it.
What?
When the strippers leave the strip club, they get dressed and go home. You don't have to be a stripper outside the strip club.
That's so much different than a girl going outside with her friends and wearing something revealing. Like, can we
Right.
talk
Or wear,
about
like,
that?
All right.
like a-
So,
like a
all right, y'all
small
going out with
skirt
your
or something.
friends.
Yeah.
Your single friends could do that. If you in a relationship and you know your man don't want you dressing like
Right,
that,
Oh yeah, I get it. If your man don't want it, like for instance, like I said, if my
But
man
that's who
don't-
you pick too, you know? I don't know.
Right.
And if
If
it
I-
changes, that's weird.
if my guy was just kind of like, yeah, I'm not really comfortable with you wearing, I would take it off. But at the same time, I don't. I do feel like I want to dress how I want to dress, but I'm not.
but
But still, I'm not.
so
a
now let me
person-
change my answer.
Wait, I want to say this.
Women struggle with
I
listening
still
to authority.
wanna
That's
say
my answer. There you
no,
go.
we're not. I'm still not a person who would completely go outside completely naked. You know what I'm saying? So it's
It doesn't matter as a man or as a man that you're committed to.
Mm.
We're doing it not only for your safety, our own safety.
Exactly.
You're putting us in a position where we might have to be vulgar or be on a
Defend
fe-
your
Look,
honor.
Be
you can't
physical,
shrug
like-
after a man just said he fighting for your honor and your respect. It's not a joke.
No, we're
Men are
saying
put-
like,
men
oh.
Men have
men-
died.
yeah, men
because
are
women have
dying
put them in
protecting
situations.
women because she got her ass out. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, yeah,
I'm not
and
going
look,
outside with my
look,
ass out.
But listen, granted, like I could meet you one way, but it's all about growing in a relationship.
Yeah.
Things
Compromising,
change,
right.
compromising.
And you believe that
Let me-
that
so
it's
I
two
wanna
different.
say
Wait, hold on. You believe it's two different behaviors when you single and when you're in a relationship, right? You don't act the same
All
way.
right, so can I say this, right? For instance, you know how like there are certain guys, because I know a whole bunch of these guys, right?
Mhm.
There are guys that go out with their woman look like that, and they be fine with it.
Mhm.
And I consider that to be a man who's not insecure. He just know
He knows what she like
He-
to. She knows what he like to wear.
You can't make an exception to the just because there's one.
No, I didn't say
accept it,
one. I
that
didn't
don't-
just say one though.
But look at the terminology you're using because you're not getting your way. Now you're calling that man insecure because he's trying
That's
to
what-
protect you. And
It's not
himself.
just
Like,
that's not what I'm saying. I
that's the
feel
manipulative-
like that's not manipulative.
it is.
What I'm
It
saying
is
because
if you label
there's
somebody insecure just because of how they feel.
Because you
that's
you
manipulative.
down
It's
you
not-
downplaying him.
It's
You
not-
downplaying him
it's
because
not-
of how he
it's-
feel about how his woman should
That's
dress.
not what I'm saying. It's just, I want to say there is a form of insecurity there, right? Because it's just kind of like, oh, you're gonna do this or making scenarios that might not even happen. You get what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, if you
it's no-
met this
Uh-huh.
woman like that, why would you wife somebody like that?
So like I said,
And then try to
do you act the same way when you're single and when you're in a relationship? You act the
No.
same. You the same person. You act the same way.
Sometimes it depends.
Come
I
on,
don't.
bro. Like, come on, bro.
No,
Like, yo,
I want to.
you was in a relationship for 12 years. You
yeah.
trying to tell me you was the same woman in the relationship that you are in these last 2 years?
No growth.
No, all right. So I want to say this. I was more reserved. Right now, I feel like me being single, I'm more myself because I don't have somebody
To
that.
tell you what to do.
No, it's not. Can I speak? Can I?
I'm
finish?
listening.
You bitch me. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is, right?
Mm.
I was with somebody that I was not compatible with. Right?
Okay.
I had to change
For 12
all-
years?
Hell yeah.
Damn.
All right,
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah. I'm a lover. Like I love hard.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't doing that shit again.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm seeing is it's just kind of like I was with somebody that I was not compatible with. I had to change so much about myself, right? Like I wasn't like even this would probably be too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like, and I don't feel like nothing wrong with it.
I understand.
So it's just kind of like now I feel like I'm more myself. Like my personality, I don't have to tone it
Anything
down.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? So it's not about me not wanting to listen to a man tell me what to do, whatever the case may be. But who the fuck want to
think-
live like that all the time? Like,
I think.
hold on, let me finish.
Go ahead.
Be with a woman that you fit with, that you don't have to do so much saying, hey, don't do this, don't do that. That's annoying for anybody. You're gonna get pushback from anybody. It's the same thing. Like if you're a child and your mom is just constantly telling you, to don't do this, don't do that. It's
keep
a
going.
pushback. It's friction.
Mhm.
It's just kind of like you're not allowed to express yourself or even to be yourself. It's just like it's too much control. Like where is the freedom at? So meet somebody. Don't date somebody who you see her ass is out. Why would you wife her?
Can I go back
I
to
think.
That
even?
makes sense.
Wait, let me say one thing,
Okay.
man. I think this is why relationships struggle, because it seems that women don't understand that there's a certain level of respect that comes with being in a relationship, and I
Mhm.
think men get that. They do. There's certain things that men don't do because they're in a relationship.
We
Like
understand that.
you
No,
don't.
What I'm
y'all
saying
You
are
is,
don't.
probably like the other
Because
side
because
of
y'all,
said
things,
date
and women do the
somebody,
complete
date
opposite.
somebody who fits
Like,
you.
what
You get what
is
I'm saying?
that?
If you're a family
Right,
I
oriented
wish that was my
person,
life. What you're
if you're a
saying,
family
I wish.
oriented
Mhm.
person, do not date a girl
Wow.
who doesn't
Mhm.
like to be in the
What a
house
world.
See,
or don't want to be. It don't make sense. Why
can
would
I
you do that?
can I go back to the original topic, because I
Yeah.
think we all walking around the same thing, right? And you guys are. This just shows you that we all been raised with just a lot of single mothers
I
in our
haven't.
community,
I have
right?
my mother and my father in my life.
I'm not saying you, like he said. We're
But
not.
I get what you're saying. But I'm on the
I'm not
couch
talking
though.
about you. I'm talking about a lot of people in general. I'm talking about the
You
world.
gotta let me get to this
Yeah,
point
I'm not
first. Like,
What you said? Let me talk.
Right.
Let me talk.
Let
You know
Go
what I'm
ahead,
saying?
Mr. Torres.
All right,
Go
thank
ahead.
you. But we realize that we're all growing up with this one parent aesthetic where mothers are raising their sons to treat them how to be a man and treat a woman, but women are not learning how to treat a man.
No,
We
I
keep going
no.
back to the same thing where women are getting an embrace to learn how to be solo and get it on your own and be independent and be strong. And in that learning, y'all not realizing what you should be doing for a man. Y'all not being taught none of that. Y'all not taught
Compromising,
everything.
like,
Y'all
it's
not.
simple compromise.
I can
can't
okay.
believe
I
we
can
getting
agree
so
and
much
disagree.
pushback
I'm gonna
on
let you talk.
like simply just not wearing that outside. Like, why is that the hardest thing in the world? Just be like, damn, my man says he will feel better
We
if I
agreed
just
to that.
put on. Yeah, but you're saying there's
He's
so much
insecure.
pushback. Yeah, the insecure. Why can't I wear that? It's just like, if you want him to have that that level of masculinity, that level of leadership, it's going to come with a level of control. And I'm not saying toxic control, like, you can't leave the house, you got to be home. Like, no, there is positive, like, good aspects of control that contributes to a long-term successful relationship. And every time we try to instill some type of leadership, it comes off as, you're being controlling, like toxic masculinity.
What is damaging about a man telling you about what you're wearing?
Nothing at all.
It's nothing damaging. What I'm saying is, right, if, for instance, like I did say, if my man was like, hey, yeah, I don't really like that, it's just too revealing, I would change it. You get what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that.
Because you
But-
care about him, though, right?
Yeah, not just that. I'm like,
Oh.
okay, and I value his opinion. Obviously, if I'm with if I'm with a man, that means I like how he think or whatever the case may be, and I value his opinion.
Mhm.
What I'm saying is, when does it become enough? Like, when does it become like control? Don't nobody want to be controlled. Whether you're a man and I'm a woman, nobody wants to. And I'm telling you from a woman's mouth, you should like. I grew up with my father. You get what I'm saying? My mother and my father have been together. Like, so I've never seen my father raise his voice. I've never seen my father like belittle my mom. I've never seen my father try to control my mom. You get what I'm saying? He'll say, hey, yeah, blah. He'll give his opinion about something. She'll do it. Sometimes she won't, and it wasn't the end all. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like,
maybe your father didn't have to deal with as much grievance as young men today. Maybe your mother
let me say this.
understands.
My mom and my mother was a lot. My mother was a lot. I just feel like it depends on the man and the caliber of woman that he has.
So your father had to be the man that tolerated a woman that was frustrating?
My mother wasn't frustrated. My
You
father,
just said she was just a lot.
what I mean by a lot, she had a big personality, right? So no relationship that you're going to get into, or even any type of woman that you're going to get into, unless you want a fucking slave, is gonna not have some type of opinion, because she's a human being. She's not a robot. She still has feelings. She still has wants. She still has needs. You get what I'm saying? So it's, even though you're a man, right? I feel like in order for you to be a good leader, you have to know how to follow and be also a form of being a good leader is learning to be submissive to and being receptive to other people's feelings, right? Just because we all got jobs, right? So just because it's like they got higher ups and they kind of come around acting like shitty or whatever the case may be, it's just kind of like, bro, like,
So when your boss at your job tell you, hey, don't come over here wearing nothing like that ever again.
that's not what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm asking.
And that's what men are experiencing too. Women are easier to submit to their bosses than they
Mhm.
are to their own
What
men at home.
Mm.
what I am saying, right, is the simple fact
You
that
would never tell
a
your
good
boss like you met me like this. Like,
Right.
what I'm saying is a good boss.
I came on an
right?
interview like this.
What I'm saying is that a good boss in a thriving, in any type of thriving like job or whatever the case may be, is going to kind of be receptive of how his workers feel
Mhm.
and take into account their feelings. Just
Mhm.
because you're a man, don't give you the right to tell me, like constantly tell me what the fuck to do. I'm still a human being. I have feelings. I have emotions.
No,
I have wants. You get what I'm saying?
Men are listening to you. Men, we hear you.
Y'all
And
don't.
but what the part is, once you're not getting your way, what happens when the woman says, "Okay, I hear you, babe, but I'm still wearing this shit." That's not
That's
the
not
right.
okay.
Yeah,
That's
it's not right.
disrespecting your man.
I don't.
Especially because if you go outside and something happened to you, that's the first person you're gonna call, right?
So let me ask you this.
Mhm.
So
Or
you give me an example where you saw that.
Where I saw
When
that?
you went through that.
With my last relationship, yeah.
Tell it. Let me hear the story.
We was out on a vacation. We was going out. She was wearing something revealing.
What was she wearing?
She she had on the shorts and her stomach was out. Mind you,
Was her booty out?
no.
Okay.
But mind you,
Shorts in the belly shirt.
mind you, she's a person. I know she's a person that gets cold very quickly. It wasn't that hot in Vegas for her to be dressed like that. I say, yo, I don't think you should wear that. She decided to still wear it when she was gonna wear it.
It was cool.
1 hour later, I'm freeze up.
No, but we're not talking about being cold. I'm saying that.
But what I'm saying is,
give me an example.
Uh-huh.
Because you just basically gave an example and said will put you in danger or whatever. Give me an example of that. Not where
of you being in danger because of what you're wearing.
yeah. From you,
for-
not I don't want to because for me, I'm a numbers person, right?
Uh-huh.
And I like when people give me their personal experience versus what they see online, what they're hearing. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of like it's hearsay. I like to hear people's raw like experience, then I could believe it more. You get what I'm saying? Just kind of like instead of you just
But
getting
you'll be able to put
knowledge
your
from
feet in their
social
shoes.
media.
Well, I'ma say, I'ma always articulate myself where my woman is not doing that in the first. She not putting us both at risk.
Wait, so wearing
So-
shorts and a belly shirt, like he said?
No, that's not revealing to me.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so but what I'm saying, but if her cheeks was showing, then that would be an issue with me. Shorts and a belly shirt, that's cool.
Okay.
But
'Cause
if,
you're supposed
if
to go
it's too much
above your
cleavage or
knees.
something like that, and I don't feel like it's appropriate, I'm gonna let her know, and she's gonna understand that. I think when the women like that's trying to get the example, there's been men that's got murdered and killed for defending a woman because another man is being aggressive. He drunk, he high, and he want to be rowdy. Nigga, fuck out of here. I don't give.
It's gonna
that
be a lot
stupid
of
beat.
fights at Labor Day this year. and
Oh,
a lot of that
yes.
is
I'm going to the
come
West Indies
down to
Parade in New
how
York.
certain women dress, and
I'm
those
definitely going to the
those
parade.
men might not knowing that she
I
has a
think-
boyfriend come up to her and try to dance with her, and then that starts.
And don't even care
like,
if
you know
she
what I'm
really do
saying?
have a
Like,
But
boyfriend nowadays.
honestly, I feel like just being a woman, I'm like being an attractive woman. No matter, even if I had this on, you should have seen like we was walking down the street. So many guys were trying to talk to me. You get what I'm saying? So if I was with, for instance, if I was in a relationship or whatever the case may be, I'm not revealing. Only thing that's kind of revealing is a little bit of my back.
That's a little too
So-
sexy to be walking down the street with your man because just like you
No,
said,
what?
these.
That was not.
we not.
You
saying
feel like
any-
this is y'all feel like this is like
No,
too sexy?
I don't think that there's a problem, but I think
So what I'm
if your man articulated himself,
So-
he felt uncomfortable with what
Right.
you had on.
Because look what you just
have
said.
to-
You just
have
said the
to
men
be-
down the street was just trying to
I
talk
was
to you.
trying to give an example.
That
though.
is an
What I'm-
example.
I wasn't finished. So what I was saying was, right, no matter if she's showing like she has on too much clothing or like a little clothing, if a man sees a woman that's attractive, guys are just gonna come regardless, and that could still happen no matter if she has
And
clothes on or
if
she has
and if
clothes
she's
off.
too revealing, then they're gonna prejudge her and think she's with
I
the
agree.
shits.
I agree with
So
that.
if she
I
look
do
like
agree with
she's
that.
if she's dressed like she's with the streets, niggas gonna treat her like she's for the streets. So to prevent that, what your man is saying, hey, that might not be it, baby.
And don't you think it would be different kind of men that would be coming up to you if you had your cheeks out?
Yeah,
So that's what they're
I don't
saying, bro.
dress like that. Though.
But that's what we're saying, bro. Like, yo,
argument.
No, because y'all
play
doing the
devil's
same thing.
advocate,
No,
like,
no,
you know
no.
what
Y'all
I'm
doing
saying?
the
Like,
same thing. But
listen.
I really don't see that though. When I really don't see women
Google it.
being. I don't want to. You could.
Yeah.
I could go on Google and write my own little thing up, and then you could read it, and you will say it's a fact. What I'm
Listen.
saying is, I really
Yo,
don't
sound
see-
my cousin is crazy.
I know that's exactly how Google works. You're gonna get millions of people writing stuff like their opinions.
All
about
right,
it.
they can't lie about the deaths. I'll tell you that.
Right, I agree with that. But what I'm saying is, I really don't see women being in relationships and then really not.
You just said you know that men are more logical, and if a logical man comes to you and tell you that, you arguing for what?
And it's not like
It's
every
not
day
even
you
an
go
art.
outside. It's probably one time where he probably had an issue with what you went. You're trying to be now. If he's saying this every time you come out the house, then maybe that's different. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if it's one time he let you wear anything, but that one specific outfit, you say, "Yo, babe, I don't feel comfortable."
I
with
feel
you
like
wearing
y'all just making up unrealistic scenarios.
Okay.
No, I think that's real.
Yo, let
life.
us know in the chat.
I just feel like
And
because
women-
Mhm.
they trying to make it seem like
Please-
it's every time. Like,
Wi-
no,
but
women,
there's
please.
like-
I want to hear from
think
women.
It happens, but I don't feel like it's just.
I'm
like,
begging.
as
I'm
big as
begging
trying
women to
make it.
really let us know. Let
Wait,
us know if
I
we
have
tripping,
something to
ladies.
say.
Y'all
Yes.
not
I
about to
feel
say
like
make it
if
seem
it's
like
an
women
every
nice.
single time thing, say if what she's wearing isn't like, say if it's this, right? Even what I'm wearing, I don't consider this inappropriate. Maybe my back, but I've been in a relationship, which is bad to talk about. I don't want to talk about it. But like, if my back is out like this, that's a no. Like men like that are weird to me. That's insecure.
Facts.
I'm gonna say that. If
Mhm.
I have my little thingies up, my ass is out, okay, cool.
Mhm.
But if it's just my back, or if you see something that's
See,
just so
this is why
small-
men in other ethnic groups. I'm being
But
honest
that's
with
their
you.
religion.
Hold on,
You
hold on,
have
hold
to
on.
respect that.
No, I'm be honest with you. This is why men in other ethnic groups might stay away from black women. I'm be honest with you.
No,
No,
because
they love
if,
us.
no, they
They
don't.
love
Yes,
the
they
fuck
do.
on it.
No, they don't.
That's
Yes,
not
they
what-
do.
Because
You know what?
the women in their ethnic group know better than to dress like that. Now, if they got to go to another community where the women are fighting tooth and nail to be outside half naked, I'm good. That's what they're
You
going
know
to
But
do.
that's
how
not
many-
what. But you're missing my
Right.
point. You're saying that this is why certain men from different ethnicities prefer non-black women. What I'm saying is, if you're a black man, right? If what I'm wearing I consider appropriate, if it's every single time I go outside, and you say what I'm wearing is something that you don't like, that's an insecurity.
And that's
If
controlling.
it's something that is revealing, like what you're saying, if it's something that will attract somebody that would want to fuck somebody on the first day, I can understand that not being an easy situation and the woman being wrong.
Mhm.
I understand that.
Yeah, but that's all we're trying to say. We just agree with that.
But,
We're saying
like-
that one time a man has a grievance with what you're wearing and you're
no,
still
what if
trying
it's a
to push
birthday
back.
outfit? Like y'all ever seen them little?
Why y'all
pictures
gotta
of
be half
birthday-
naked for your birthday
But
outfit?
But it's
But
like
why?
it's like y'all don't
Birthday, wear
understand
your birthday
fashion.
And that's what I just said. That's
Oh my
you
God.
being her man should be like, you know what? It's her birthday. Fuck it, let her rock. Like, why
What
do
if
you
it's
want to
matched?
control
Like,
that?
What if it's
I'm
Nah,
not gonna say it's her
because
birthday.
my
Let that
nigga ain't
fuck
coming.
up.
Excuse me.
It's her birthday. Let him fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
My
Like,
nigga ain't coming out with
y'all
no
wanna be
goddamn
so-
Ethica boxes and the dick print showing on his birthday.
Or the gray
So I
sweatpants.
agree with that.
The gray
They
sweatpants.
asking like, why do females got to
No.
be naked on their
that's
birthday?
not. But that's not what I'm saying. It's just kind of
said
like
it.
when
Yeah.
do men, right? Because y'all, I hear you guys say so much about women, but when do the man think about his woman? Like, what do y'all do?
The whole statement is
What
about
do
thinking
you-
about our woman.
What do not
We're
just
thinking about our woman
not-
the whole time.
But I'm talking about what makes her happy, right?
Mhm.
For instance, just for that moment, even like I just said, like she just said, right? For her birthday. How about Liam? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, she gonna be she picked this outfit out.
Okay,
Let me let her wear it. It's just kind of like
wear it in the house.
what it seems
No.
selfish to kind of always think about you. Oh, me. I don't like this. I. You're in a
I
relationship.
pray for niggas.
So for the male's
weird.
point of view, right? The
Weird.
piggyback what you said for your
Yeah.
birthday.
You trying to be
Yeah.
half
So,
naked for validation
exactly.
for social media is
Right.
weird. Like,
So is it
that
okay
Why do you
for-
think?
Why
so-
does that be for social
Wait,
media? What if
but
I have
wait.
no Instagram?
Is it-
I have no
listen.
That's
Instagram.
impossible. It's
Cause
impossible.
I feel like one thing I can't be one sided. I put my shoes. I put my feet in men's shoes and female shoes. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm
Wait, I
female.
want to
Alright.
ask you, how do you put your feet in men's shoes? You're not a man.
Easy, cause I think
It's
like when
about
I
the
was
mind.
raised like one.
Wait, let her talk. Let her talk. Let her talk. Let her
I'm
talk.
gonna
Let her
break
finish
it
what she's
down.
saying.
My mentality
me.
is like a nigga. Okay, I just ain't
She
got
read some Barbie
the.
books.
But I done. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it around. What I'm saying is, like you said, it was your birthday. Like for example, it was your birthday.
Real life situation too. I had to send it back, not to give it to a friend, but I couldn't wear what I wanted on my birthday.
because
Yeah.
it was too revealing.
Yeah.
So that's like our men on their birthdays. You're like, you know what, bro? This day I'm going full motherfucking throttle. I'm gonna go out with my dick print showing. So they got some dope ass hoochie daddy.
Y'all be
shorts.
wanting us to wear those
I'm
gray
just
shorts, gray
saying,
sweatpants.
the hoochie
like,
daddy shorts you
Oh,
want.
no,
You know, I ain't gonna lie. When I look at a nigga, I look at him on dick print. Make sure it's saying bulging out. Okay, I'm just being real. Yo.
I wouldn't mind my man wearing those.
I
Crazy
do.
as
I
hell.
actually
Nigga, you
do.
better put that dick
Listen,
down, nigga.
listen.
Put it down.
You better
Hold on,
put it
y'all.
up.
down.
We do gotta get up out of here, man. We going into overtime, but again,
No.
we appreciate you
You're
for
funny.
being.
Bring me back. I like this
Yo, watch the
conversation.
behind the scenes. We're gonna be chatting it up.
Yo, let's